everyone, and welcome back. I am Jennifer, and I hope everyone is having a great week. Um, those of you that don't know those of you that are new, I am Jen Jen. My name is Jennifer, but you all can call me Jen Jen. And we are going to diamond paint, and um, let's just talk, cause yeah. So I'm working on my supernatural diamond painting, and I'm enjoying it. While we talk, so let's get started. Okay, so let's see. Today's a dreary, 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 dreary day. I'm telling you, it has been so dreary outside. It started raining. The sun was peeking out just a minute ago, but it was raining. I woke up this morning and I didn't even realize that it was raining. Oh my gosh. So I was like, wow, okay. And I'm usually pretty good about keeping track of the weather. If I'm not keeping track of it, the little dude is. And well, he didn't say anything. Of course, he was in bed. So, and of course, he didn't tell me one way or the other last night about if it was going to rain or not. So, I woke up kind of pleasantly surprised because I like it when it rains. It's kind of one of those days, even though, yes, my arthritis does kill me. But, yeah, I was kind of pleasantly surprised that it was raining, and I was sitting here and I don't know why I like it when it rains. I guess just because, I don't know. I don't know why I like it when it rains. I'm just, I guess because then, I can just sit here and, hibernate or whatever. And so that mm, was kind of one of those, surprises this morning. And whoops, get in there. Okay, there we go. My drills don't want to come off the pen. But anyhow, I hope everyone else has been having a good week. I I know it's only been like, 5 days, but I just wanted to come on here because I felt like I hadn't talked to everybody in a while, and especially after I did my live with Lizzie. Lizzie was World of Gems on Sunday, which I wasn't expecting that to happen. And I was pleasantly, I felt honored that she'd asked me. Uh, she, she's been a very, I think she's been a subscriber from almost the beginning. I can't remember. It's been a while. So Lizzie, I'm sorry. I can't remember how long you've been a subscriber. But she's been a subscriber from almost the beginning, and she was just a subscriber, and then she became a creator, and she's been doing pretty good. Um Better than me, truthfully. But it is what it is, and that's, but so she messaged me Sunday, wanted to know what time I was going to go live, and I told her, I said, well, I told her that I had planned to go live at 12:30, and she says, well, do you want to go live and have a, you know, live stream with me? Okay, we can do that. No big deal. Well, of course, now I've had StreamYard. I have it on my browser. I've never used it before, and I didn't know, how to use it. And I told her, I said, well, I've never used it. I said, I have it, but I've never really actually, like, used it yet. And so she, kind of gave me the crash course of what to do. And I said, okay. So, we did that. And time flies when you're having fun, because we were in there. I met, everybody. Saw some new faces, saw some old faces. And they talked about the retreat, which I forgot all about the retreat. I knew that, there were people talking about going, but I totally, totally, totally forgot that, it was happening. Um, and so they talked about that, and we talked about some other things, and we had fun. It was all fun, and of course, she had to leave. That was one reason why she wanted to do a live with me. Well, why she suggested it, because she would have missed my live, and so she wanted to, do this with me, and I said, sure. You know what? Why not? So that was fun. I want to do something like that again because that was kind of fun. So I thought about it and it was cool. So it was pretty cool, and it was different. I've never done it, so it was interesting and it was fun. And now I am definitely going to, where did that go? I have no clue. A diamond drill fell on the canvas and I can't find it. So, I'm definitely going to be trying StreamYard the next time I go live, because that, it looks, I know now. I don't know anything about it. I don't know if I need a subscription. Um, if I do, I will, but I've never used it before, so we will look into that, because it looked, it looked interesting. So, enough about that. One of the reasons I wanted to get on here today and go ahead and do the Whip and Chat was because I kind of wanted to bring you guys up to speed. I'm not going to do another Whip and Chat this week, because I'm going to start getting back into a schedule, trying to get back into a schedule with um, with my channel again. I kind of fell out of that schedule, and it wasn't really anything, that anybody, wasn't really there was a lot of reasons. And one of those reasons was I just needed to reset my mind, reset everything. And that I just felt like, okay, I'm not getting a lot of responses or anything to my channel, to my, which I wasn't anyway to begin with, but I just felt like I needed to do something to, um, get more interaction. So I just kind of took a break. Yes, I did my whip and chats, every week, but I just kind of took a break and just, started thinking and brainstorming and all that kind of junk. So that's what I've been doing. So I don't know. I think I told you guys last week. Yes, I did. I don't know why I'm saying I think. I have, of course, everybody, I have always liked true crime. Yes, I know Stitcherista is doing it too, but I have been wanting to do it for a while, and I let Stitcherista know that she kind of inspired me to um, get my butt in gear and do this, and it's been a while since I've done it, but I wanted to kind of bring back my, what is it, true crime talk or whatever you call it, that I did with, podcast and stuff. And I was going back through my videos, those videos, and I realized that why I wasn't getting a whole lot of feedback was because I was labeling the videos book talk when I was, was supposed to be talking about books that I've read. And I was talking about something completely different. And I was like, really? Why? So that's going to just be kind of, and I'm also going to start putting playlists on my channel. I didn't know I could do this, so I'm going to start doing it. I just have to figure out. I mean, yes, I did know that you could, that it could be done. I just didn't know how to do it. So I will be trying to figure that out. So that way, there's playlists on there for anybody that wants to, look at stuff. Um, but I will be starting the true crime thing, or the true crime videos. The Oh gosh, I wanted to start them next week, but if I'm gonna start getting back into a schedule or try to, I'm gonna do it this week. I've already started kind of researching everything, and I am going to um, get it all together. So I'm looking at either Thursday or Friday. I will be doing a diamond painting with it. I am doing a whole different diamond painting. I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have two going. This one and a diamond painting that I had bought a long time ago, right when I first started this channel. One of the ones I started, one of the ones I bought when I first started this channel. And I'm going to do that one. Okay, really? You are going to be a butthead. Um, it's my Sons of Anarchy one. So I'm going to do that as I talk about, true crime. I'm going to kind of do, well, there's a lot of people out there that don't get covered by true crime broadcast, podcasts, YouTube, or whatever. And I found one that um, his crime was uh, back was had inspired a movie. So I'm going to be looking at that and looking that up. So this afternoon, after I get situated and little dude's done school, I'm going to sit down and go through all that. And yeah, I don't want. It's about Amityville, New York. Those of you that have seen the horror movie, it's about um, what happened I guess, in the house. So I'm gonna start that. So I'm shooting for Thursday or Friday. I kind of don't want to, like do it on a Friday and then have y'all depressed over the weekend. So I'm still kind of, getting there, thinking about it. I am going to bring, um, I am going to start my Stitch With Me's back up. I was trying to decide how I was going to do it. And I think, what's going to end up happening is until I can buy another camera, I'm just going to have to, finagle and try to figure out how I'm going to work it to where I can have it when I'm stitching over in my recliner so you guys can, see what I'm doing and we can go from there. So, but that's one of the reasons I came on here today. And the other reason was I just, I felt like I hadn't talked to you guys in like forever, even though it was, last Thursday. And I was like, you know what? They're probably wondering. It's been, it's been quiet. I'm over my allergies. I still feel, kind of on the poopy side, and not as bad as I did feel. I just, it takes a lot out of you. I didn't realize how much it takes out of you. I was just like feeling gross, and it wasn't like I was sick. I just felt like shit. I really did, and you know, and not only that, I've been having, I don't talk about my I don't talk about problems very much, but I've been having some really bad problems with my legs. And because of my arthritis. And it's, I know I'm getting old. I'm getting ready to turn 51 next week. And I I just kind of, I'm getting to the point where I don't want to say I'm slowing down, but I'm getting there. And, well, anyway, why am I doing that? Okay, whatever. Yes, mm-hmm. So and like today, my arthritis is bad in my knees today, but it's not as bad as it has been. Um, so it gets a little harder to do stuff, and so I'm just kind of been delegating uh, household stuff, and of course my kids don't like that. Uh, they think, okay, why are we doing, what you need to be doing? And Justin, he doesn't like it. He can't stand it. He doesn't like doing chores. He he um he don't like it. So, and today, today was a day that I was going to have him do, a couple things around here. And he came out to me last night and told me that one of his friends that he went to school with, it's their birthday today. And so he's, going to, hang out with him at some point today. And I told him, I said, well, I don't have a problem with that. And he was like, are you sure? And I said, yes, honey. I said, you're 19. I can't really, like, tell you, no, you can't go. It's just, that's not going to happen. So he, he's supposed to be doing that at some point today. So, and I think not only that, I think, he's going to, his friend is going to, take him to where he works so that he can apply for a job. Um, he he used to work at GameStop. His friend Mike used to work at GameStop. Well, I don't know if he works there anymore. I haven't really had a chance to sit down with Justin and really ask him when especially last night when he came out and asked me, because I was kind of, doing three things at once. That's the other thing. Why is it when when you're doing something like talking on the phone or something else, they pick the time to come out and say something? I was on the phone with somebody last night, and I'm sitting there in the middle of a conversation, and he comes out and he just stares. And he's good for this. He'll sit there and just stare. And I looked at him and I said, dude, what is your deal? What do you want? And he was like, do you remember Mike? I was like, who? And he said, the one that used to work at GameStop. Okay. Well, it's his birthday tomorrow. Okay. Tell him I said happy birthday. He says, okay, but that's not what I wanted to tell you. And I was like, okay. I'm going to be hanging out with him tomorrow. And I said, okay. He says, is that okay? And I said, son, you're 19. As long as you tell me where you're going, what time you're leaving, what time you're coming back, and if you're going to be late, text me. And he said, okay. And I don't know what time he's going. I didn't get that far. And I'm just waiting for him to get up so he can tell me. He didn't sleep very good last night. I think his insomnia was kind of rearing its ugly head, and I've tried to give him melatonin for that, so he's kind of like, he doesn't like taking medicine at all. It doesn't matter what kind it is. It can be um freaking Tylenol. He doesn't take it unless it's absolutely necessary. If he's not laying there dying and struggling and really, really in pain, he won't take it. And so he's not been, you know, he's not changed uh his routine in any way since he started to try to go to bed at a decent time. But last night I got up to uh, go, I think it was to use the bathroom, and he was up. And I asked him, I said, "Are you all right?" And he's like, "I can't sleep." And I said, "Oh no, insomnia struck again." And I told him, I said, "Well, you did kind of sleep until, all hours of the day," which is not true. He was up like 9 o'clock yesterday. So I'm not really sure, you know, what that, what caused it, but I know he's, been kind of crabby. I don't know what other word to use for that. So he's been, not the best person to be around in the world. Let's put it that way. So I'm just waiting for him to get up and tell me what time he's going, and um, all that information, because I don't know. He didn't say. So we'll see. And then y'all are gonna laugh at me. Hang on. Okay, I'm sorry. I hate that. Every time I get going, something comes up. Uh, Somebody just called me and wanted to remind me of something, and yeah, and then I forgot what I was talking about. So yeah, let's see. What was I talking about? I talked to you all about. I don't even remember. So anyhow, okay. So um, gosh, I can't even remember what I was talking about. Lord, now I don't even know what else to talk about. Um, Good grief. Oh, Friday. Y'all would have laughed at me on Friday. That's what I was going to tell you. Okay, I remember now. Duh. Um, it sucks getting to that point that you can't remember what you want to talk about. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm just ditzy that way anyway. So, um, Friday. Now I forgot completely that there was no school. They even, sent me an email. They did a parent link phone call reminding everybody. And so, of course, Sky was out. He didn't feel good last week, and he was out for 2 days. So, Friday, I got him up, and I said, he said he still didn't feel the greatest because he had a slight fever. He didn't feel good. His stomach hurt. His head hurt. So, he kind of just stayed, laid in bed, kind of felt like poop all day. And I think part of it was, like me, his allergies. So anyway, getting to the story, because y'all don't want to hear me ramble on about nonsense. So, anyway, I got him up, got, got him all ready, had my coffee, smoking the cigarette, and, he, signed in to Zoom in his Google Classroom, and about 15-20 minutes later, he comes in, he says, "Mom," he says, "nobody's there yet." So I was like, okay. So I went back through the emails, and I turned around and I looked at him and I said, "You're going to kill me." And he looked at me and says, "What?" And I said, "You don't have school today." He was like, "Mom," it was a professional day basically. And I totally, totally forgot. And I have the school calendar for the year. And, I usually highlight those dates and everything. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, how could I forget this? And and even the email telling me this. And I was like, how in the heck? So, yeah, and he just looks at me with this look like, really, Mom? So that was my goof up on Friday. And I told him, I said, "I'm sorry." He's like, you had me get up. I could have slept in. So, and I still don't feel good. So he did his little, whatever, throwing his little, yeah, I don't want to say a fit, but it was kind of a fit. And so he ended up getting back, and he ended up going in my room and laying down and just watching TV and so forth. And he everybody kept asking him, why aren't you, yeah, the girls, I mean, no, Justin asked him, just when Justin got up, he'd walk back that way to use the bathroom, because my bathroom is like catty corner, diagonal the bedroom, from my bedroom. And he was trying to figure out why Sky was laying, um, on my bed. And I said, or no, he says, why isn't Sky, or no, he went in and asked Sky why he wasn't at school, or why he wasn't, on school. And Sky, told him there's no school today. Well, Justin just simply asked him, are you sure? Are you faking it? Are you, playing that you're sick? And well, he kind of, offended just Sky. And I heard him, and I said, Justin, I said, no, he still doesn't feel good, but there's no school today. Why isn't there school today? It's like, because mommy forgot there was a professional day. And he just looked at me, started laughing, and he was like, really? Don't you know that us kids should know by now when there's no school? And I said, well, he didn't even know. I said, so how could he, you know, tell me there was no school? So he started laughing. He's like, you used to make sure that you followed that pretty closely when we were all in school. And I said, yeah, I know, but mommy kind of forgot. And yeah, the days started to run together last week. So I probably thought it was a different day, and I said, give me a break. I said, really? And they started laughing, and Justin says, you're getting senile. And I said, thanks a lot. So, yeah, it was one of those, that was my goofy thing for the week, because I was just like, seriously. And now it's gotten to the point that I don't think anything happens in my house anymore that's not funny. It's not depressing anymore. And no, I'm not saying my house was always depressing, because but it's gotten more interesting now that Miranda has a boyfriend that is just all get go silly. And I've even told him a couple of times, you're extra, and he just looks at me and agrees. But it's made things in my house much more fun. And mm, excuse me, sorry, it's made things here much more interesting and fun. And yes, he does have a strange sense of humor sometimes, but it's funny. And he knows when I'm not in a good mood. Like last night, I don't even, I think I was just frustrated. I got so frustrated last night. Justin wanted to make dinner. Well, he wanted me to help him and show him what to do. Well, when I showed him what to do, now he wanted to make mashed potatoes with what we were having. And I was like, okay, that's fine. No big deal. And he's the one that basically wanted to make dinner. And I told him he wants to do it on his own eventually. And he's got um the whole thing planned out. So, I told him, I said, well, I'll show you, how to do all this stuff. So that way, when you do make dinner for everybody, um, you know what to do. And this was kind of my fault, because I wasn't really, I've taught him how to do stuff like, how to boil water, how to, make ramen noodles and so forth, and what to do. Well, he has a habit of after he starts, like a pot of water for like noodles or spaghetti or whatever, he has a habit of going into his room and just shutting his door. Excuse me, guys. And shutting his door and just like basically shutting out everybody. So I was doing something and I heard something sizzling and I couldn't figure out what it was. And well, I got so frustrated just because I don't know what my problem was. I don't know. I tease myself and say, I'm bipolar, but I'm not. Trust me, I'm not bipolar at all whatsoever. Never have been, never will be, as far as I know. And if I am, okay. So, um, I happened to go into the kitchen. Now, I've learned, and those of you that, have been on one of my lives where he caught the kitchen, the something on fire in the kitchen, that was one of the reasons why I was kind of hesitant about him, you know, being doing this because of the last couple of times that he did this. I mean, he caught my crock pot on fire, and then he caught, Miranda's cake on fire one year and so forth. And it just, and he just kind of looked at me and he was like, "You don't trust me?" And I said, "I didn't say that. I just don't want you to have an accident like the last time." So anyway, he shuts the world out basically when he does that. When he puts a pot on, he just sometimes forgets. So I heard the sizzling, couldn't figure out what was going on. So I went to the kitchen, and the pot that he had started for the mashed potatoes, the water was boiling and it was starting to, boil over. And I went in there and I told him, I said, "Dude, um, you're kind of like, your pot's gonna boil over." And he was like, "Oh, I forgot." And I was like, "Really?" And I told him, and I got so frustrated because he just kind of I don't know. It was frustrating. And I just looked at him and I said, "So what are you going to do when you move out? Are you going to have this same problem?" And he kind of got upset, and I snapped at him, and I didn't mean to. And he started crying. Now, when my 19-year-old son cries because of that, I really know I kind of goofed up. And I looked at him, I said, "Dude, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to snap at you. I said, I'm just frustrated because I have always told you that one of the rules is don't walk away too far away from what you're doing in the kitchen." And he just looks at me and he's like, I forget. Sorry, guys. Goodness. Mm, mm. Sorry. I did not mean that for that to happen. Ugh. Mm. So anyway, he I can't even remember what he said. So I looked at him and I said, "It's all right, no big deal, but from now on, when you want to cook dinner, um, just remember to stay close in the vicinity, especially when, you're like boiling water or whatever." And he just kind of looked at me like, "Okay." So he sat out here in the living room, and I could tell he was still kind of like, I don't know, upset, depressed, something. And I told him, I said, I again apologize for snapping at you. I wasn't really snapping at you. I said I was just frustrated because, I've taught you what to do in the kitchen, and since, the last time that he tried to do that stuff in the kitchen and it didn't work, and he just looks at me and he's like, I know. So it was one of those things. And he but he did a good job. I mean, he put a little too much rice in, because he's the one, he made all the sides, so he put a little too much rice in the pot. um he did the mashed potatoes right, and but yeah, he did a pretty good job. So, but other than that, he did, what he was supposed to do. And excuse me. And it came out good. So he was more worried about whether or not it came out right, especially after, he put too much rice in. And I told him, I said, no, it came out right. It was fine. And he just looks at me like, you're not lying to me, are you? No, I'm not lying to you. I mean, it did. It came out great. So it was no big deal. So he he uh, he was proud of himself. Now today, I don't know why this is, and he's gone with a friend today. So I'm just waiting for him to wake up from that, and then um we can I can find out what's going on. All right, hold on one second. Okay, sorry. I think I'm going to start recording videos at night or in the morning, really early in the morning, because this is ridiculous. Every time I turn around, one of my kids is coming out here to tell me something or something. So, anyhow, sorry, little dude came out here telling me he felt clammy, and then I needed to blow my nose. So, sorry about that, and I took his temperature. He doesn't have a fever. He's just, I think he's getting fed up with the whole being at home, but then again, he knows, and he's just, I don't know. It's one of those days, I guess, for him. I don't know what his deal is today. He's just feeling, I don't know. Don't ask me. I have no clue. He's back there with the computer, and I put the computer back in my room at the other desk, because I thought, he would be okay. And if I'm going to tell him today, if he's going to continue to get up in the middle of class and come out here and talk to me, I'm going to have to put the computer back out here. And he's not going to like that. So, but I mean, other than that, he's doing really, really good. He had a reading test a couple weeks ago, or was it? Yeah, a couple weeks ago. He did very well on that. Um, he's which I don't get. I mean, he's even though he doesn't like um math, he's doing pretty good. He's Yeah, I know. He said he liked math, and he did at the beginning, and now it's kind of like, I don't like math, Mom. It sucks, blah blah blah. Like this morning, he had to do he came out uh and he had this look on his face, and I asked him, I said, what's wrong? And he was like, I don't like, I can't do this. I said, what? And he says, this is hard. And I was like, what are you talking about? And he says, I don't know how to do this. And I said, son, what are you talking about? I can't do my math. Why? I don't know how to do it. Okay. Um, have you told your teacher? And he's like, no. That's the other thing. He's afraid to say anything to his teachers. Like, if he doesn't know how to do something, he's afraid to tell them that he doesn't know how to do this. which, you know, I was the same way. So I told him, I said, well, you have to tell your teachers that you don't know what you're doing. I said, because if you don't, they're just going to go on to the next thing and think, oh, everybody knows what what they're doing. And if you don't know, you know, they're not going to, you know, be able to help you and, you know, help you learn what you don't know, if that makes any sense. I know that just was kind of just all, you know, did not make sense. So that's a hurdle I need for him to get over. And I told him, I said, especially when he gets into middle school, it's going to be, he's going to have to learn how to be like that too. So he's shy and always has been. And it's just going to be hard to get him to come out of his shell, because that's the way he's always been. And it's hard. I know. I've been there. I've done that. So I know exactly, you know, how he feels. Next color. The next color, which I do not know what I'm going to do next. What is M? Let's see. Goodness. So we got a new game system. Do you really want me to go there today? As you guys know, some of you that, you know, are new to the channel, my son Justin has an Xbox One, and he's had this Xbox for good Lord knows how long. I can't even remember how long he's had that darn thing. So I was cleaning it. I was cleaning in his room, in their room one day, and I tripped. Well, when I tripped, I sprained my ankle in the process. And, well, I dropped the Xbox. And it didn't break. It didn't break to the point that it couldn't be, it couldn't work. It worked. Well, it's gotten to the point now, this poor Xbox, I feel so bad for this Xbox, because Lord knows he's still using it even though we have the PlayStation. We've had, I don't know how many discussions about this PlayStation. So, anyway, I told him that, you know, I would go to Rent-A-Center and get the PlayStation, and, you know, that would be, you know, whatever. So PlayStation came on Wednesday, and anyway, long story short, you know, we put it out here because I told him that was the only condition to the whole thing, was that it would be out in the living room. Well, he was fine with that. He had no problem with that. Well, all of a sudden, next thing I know, he's not. And I'm like, are you just like kidding me right now? And, you know, I mean, I didn't really lay down the law. I didn't put my foot down. I mean, I probably should have. I mean, he's, you know, he's an adult, and he makes sure that I know that he's an adult. And, so anyway, we got the Xbox. We had it back and forth about that. And, so now, you know, it's not so bad, but I don't know how much longer his Xbox is going to work. And, whoops. So he's got the Xbox in his room. The PlayStation's out here. And yeah, it's, and then he started doing, you know, more gaming stuff on, come on, get up there. My drill, I'm telling you, there we go. he started doing more what do you call it, gaming stuff with his friends, and he he hasn't done it lately. Now I know he was trying to do something on the PlayStation with that, and I was asking him all these questions because he just looks at me like, why do you want to know this? I was asking him, how they, did the little capture down at the bottom, and because he does not use anything that I use on my computer, and he uses Twitch. Well, I've never used Twitch. I don't know if I want to use Twitch. I've heard things about it. I just don't know if I want to try to do that because, to me that just sounds like, okay, really? But I've never done Twitch, so I don't know. But so he's like, "Mom, it's just like what you do with OBS." Oh, okay. Well, I haven't used OBS in a while, so it's kind of, you know, been a while since I did that. And he's like, "Well, why don't you?" And I said, "Because people didn't seem to, like when I did the split screen." And so I'm thinking about doing it again just because, it's been kind of, it's kind of fun to do that. Um, and but I just, one reason was because I want a different mic, and I'm thinking about getting a different, getting another camera, but I just haven't really, and I mean, a lot of people at the beginning liked it, so I don't know, maybe I will do it again. I don't know. We'll see. If y'all want me to do split screen again, let me know in the comments, and I'll gladly consider it. But I just stopped doing it because my views dropped on that. So we'll see. We will see. I mean, you know, um, goodness. I'm trying to think. There was something else, and I can't remember exactly what it was because I had it all planned out. I have been trying to desperately write down what I want to talk about, and I keep forgetting. I guess I need to get into the habit of that, especially when I do my true crime thing, my true crime videos. Um, uh, that's it, really. I know y'all are like, really? You're gonna get quiet before you do that? But no, that's it, guys, and thank you for watching. Excuse me. And if you liked my video, please hit the like button, and if you aren't subscribed, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell. And I will see you all next time, and until then, have a great week.